What is up, everyone? OG over here from Player Essence, and welcome to another PE Nintendo Switch discussion. Today, we're taking a look at my baby, Xenoblade Chronicles 2, and shoutouts to Nintendo Ultra for the idea for the intro, because his videos he always be doing that. But anyway, Xenoblade Chronicles 2 is dropping this week, and seriously, this is probably the most important week for your life and also for my life. Weddings, anniversaries, kids being born, none of that. No, not as important as this week. Because this week is Xenoblade Chronicles 2, and of course, I'm joking with that, guys. This week is Xenoblade Chronicles 2, and I am super hyped to be bringing you guys content. I'm super hyped to be talking about the game, and I cannot wait to get my hands on it. It launches this Friday. Can you guys believe it? We had so many people saying, well, there's no way Nintendo can launch this in 2017. There's no way. Remember Xenoblade Chronicles X? That game was delayed 500 billion times. So this is going to be the same thing. Yeah, how'd that work out for all of you guys? How'd it work out? Xenoblade Chronicles 2 launching this year. I'm so hyped. Let's go. But guys, I've had a long history with Monolith Soft, the developers behind this game. The Xeno series is one of my favorite of all time, starting all the way back to Xenosaga, the original, baby. Xenosaga Trilogy. I love these games on the PlayStation 2. I love Monolith Soft because they had a hand in developing some of the greatest games of all time, like Secret of Mana and Chrono Trigger as well. So these developers are well versed when it comes to RPGs. They know what they're doing, and they've gathered so much experience. Xenosaga all the way to Xenoblade Chronicles. And it's so funny because I look at these two games as far as Xenoblade Chronicles and Xenoblade Chronicles 3D, which is a new Nintendo 3DS exclusive, and I only bought this game so I can play it lying down in bed. That's the only reason why I bought it, so I can play it comfortably lying down and do some stuff that I didn't do on the Wii version. And now with the Nintendo Switch, it basically eliminates the need to buy two versions of the game to play it handheld and also to play it on console. And I think this is the reason why, ultimately, this is the reason why I love the Nintendo Switch so much, and it's probably going to end up being my favorite system of all time, especially if they keep on having amazing RPGs like Project Octopath and, of course, Xenoblade Chronicles 2 launching this Friday. But yeah, essentially Nintendo Switch eliminates the need to do this, guys. So that is so awesome. And all the way to Xenoblade Chronicles X, have my special edition on tap, ready to go. And I also will have the special edition for Xenoblade Chronicles 2 as well. So I'm super, super hyped to be playing this game. I'm a longtime fan of the franchise. Been playing them, obviously, for a very long time. And I wanted to get you guys' pulse as far as what you guys are going to be doing for the launch. I know for me, I'm going to be doing some live streaming. Hopefully, I'm going to be getting the game on Thursday night so I can stream it for you guys right around midnight or so. Just depends on what type of workload I have with other videos, what kind of goes down. Obviously, there's going to be a lot of big news in the upcoming week. There's going to be a lot of stuff going on, man. I just think there's going to be a lot of stuff. I'm not sure. End of the year always brings us some really cool things. We have the PSX event in addition to other stuff going down as well. So I'm hyped to be bringing you guys coverage on pretty much everything when it comes to Nintendo, Japanese gaming, all of that good stuff, man. But what are you guys most excited about when it comes to Xenoblade Chronicles 2? Is it the rare blades? Is it the battle system? Is it what you're going to be doing with the side quests? How many of you guys are going to be picking up the season pass? I know I am for sure. Xenoblade Chronicles, as far as the original first two games, Xenoblade Chronicles X and Xenoblade Chronicles 3D, Xenoblade Chronicles on the Wii, those games had so much content already packed into there. But I know after like Xenoblade Chronicles on the Wii, I was like, man, it would be cool if I can go in and do some more stuff. So the fact that they're actually supplying a season pass to where I can play the game all the way into 2018 is a Xenoblade Chronicles fan's dream, because a lot of people who played Xenoblade Chronicles, there's obviously so much content most people don't get through it, but some do actually get through everything, and it'd be cool to have a little bit more for those who want it. Now, if you don't want the season pass, obviously you don't have to buy it. Trust me, you are going to get hundreds upon hundreds of hours of content in the original base game. You don't have to worry about it at all, but I'm excited about that brand new story or that expansion that they're going to be doing in 2018 after the whole story or whatever is wrapped up with Xenoblade Chronicles 2 on the Switch. Now, in other Xenoblade Chronicles 2 launch news, Nintendo and Yasunori Mitsuda on the making of Xenoblade Chronicles 2 music. And this is definitely important because Xenoblade Chronicles has an epic soundtrack, and Yasunori Mitsuda is a legendary producer when it comes to music. So let's go ahead and get into this article here. Shout outs to Nintendo Everything for the roundup of information. So Xenoblade Chronicles 2 was the biggest and most challenging project I have ever worked on. It consisted of a number of processes, including composing composing, needless to say, acting as a co-coordinator for recording sessions, a producer, managing budgets, and working as a sound director, managing schedules, proofreading every composer's scores, finalizing/brushing up the scores, and printing them all out. Looking at the sound controls for the Nintendo Switch, I was careful, especially in choosing the musicians and in being efficient in the recording sessions as much as possible. Another point to highlight was that musicians from all over the world were involved, such as a chorus from Slovakia, an orchestra from Japan, vocal songs sung by Ms. Jen Bird, who came all the way from England, and finally the Irish chorus group ANUNA. Sorry about that, guys, don't know exactly how to pronounce it right as far as that goes, but one of their performances is featured in a music video. All kinds of genres of musics were made, so I am sure that this game will not bore you no matter how long you play it. I was invited by director Tetsuya Takahashi, Taka-san, to be involved in a project of Xenoblade Chronicles 2 back on December 9th, 2014, which I was very excited about. 3 months later, we held a meeting to discuss the direction of the music and the sound that Taka-san required. Then after a few more months, when the direction and the amount of music were all set, we held another meeting including Ace and Kenji Hiramatsu-san to decide who would write for what. Although generally we divided the music equally, I think the decision was made rather smoothly, considering that we wanted the fans to be satisfied and we did not want to ruin the image that was already set by the first Xenoblade Chronicles. Each composer was in touch directly with Taka-san to communicate about the music they were working on. For some of the demos, I had phone calls from Taka-san asking for my opinion on the music in question. Then we usually have the same thought and agree on something like, yeah, maybe that's not right. When Taka-san turns down a demo, he tells the composer exactly what is required in a clear way. He does so by putting himself into the composer's position and choosing the words he uses wisely, which makes it easy to make any necessary amendments. Another thing is, when I work with Taka-san, I always want to bring in some new musicians or music on board. And for Xenoblade Chronicles 2, I wanted to work the Irish chorus group ANUNA. I thought that the group having their distinctive sound, it would be possible to express the mystical and majestic sound which fits well with Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Now there's a ton of more things that he actually talked about as far as Yasunori Mitsuda, so I definitely suggest checking out the link in the description below and seeing all of what he had to say. But yo, this was an epic undertaking when it comes to music in Xenoblade Chronicles 2. They really wanted to set the tone of the first game when it comes to Xenoblade Chronicles, and kind of not like Xenoblade Chronicles X when it comes to things, just because Xenoblade Chronicles X had a very different, more hip-hop style tone of music, and some people really hated that, although some people really liked it. It was like one of those whether you love or you hate it or you're just indifferent, I guess. But they really wanted to go back to the original story point and focal point of what the music was in Xenoblade Chronicles, which is that epic fantasy tale, high-octane fantasy themes, and it's just lots of different styles of music based on what Yasunori Mitsuda had to say here. So what do you guys think about all the different variety and everything when it comes to the music in Xenoblade Chronicles 2 for the Nintendo Switch? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Alright, and moving into the last thing here, I wanted to just let you guys know that there is a brand new Xenoblade Chronicles 2 story trailer, and it is the final build. It looks amazing. The cutscenes, the aesthetics, the anime style, the art, the expression, everything in this game is looking absolutely phenomenal for launch. This is really going to be the ultimate Xenoblade Chronicles game when it comes to things, and it's going to be a true sequel to Xenoblade Chronicles on the Wii. So this is really exciting, and I wanted to make sure I dedicated a whole video to talk about the amazingness when it comes to Xenoblade Chronicles, have a little bit of fun, talk about the music in the game, and of course look at the amazing visuals. And if you're still kind of on the fence, or if you don't know, or maybe you're like, man, I'm not so sure about this game, if you're looking for an epic open world RPG with tons of content, we're talking hundreds of hours of content, then Xenoblade Chronicles 2 is your game. Especially if you played Xenoblade Chronicles on the Wii and like that one, or if you played the Xeno Saga games, any of Monolith's soft style games, if you like those, you're probably going to like this one here. So what do you guys think about all the different topics here that we discussed? How much is your hype level for Xenoblade Chronicles 2 launching this Friday? Seriously, this is going to be so dope. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Alright, Ninja, that wraps it up for this video here. Go ahead and check out the links in the description below. We've got Facebook, we've got Twitter, Twitter. Go ahead and give us a like and a follow on our social media. Really helps us spread the content of Player Essence across the interwebs in addition to YouTube. Also, make sure you check out our Patreon and YouTube live gaming page. You consider supporting Player Essence. When you do so, it gets you access to all sorts of cool perks, benefits, and rewards, and emotes for sponsorship. So check out the links in the description below. Consider supporting Player Essence right here on YouTube. Hit that like button if you did like this video. Lets me know you guys want more content like this going forward in the future. And subscribe to Player Essence for the latest RPG, Japanese, and Nintendo gaming news. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll catch you for the next video. Peace.